Man, I swear the Brandon Carr signing when Jerry paid 50 million for Brandon Carr, that just like completely broke us on any free agent signing outside of barely minimum contracts. I
Mhm.
mean, what were our signings last year? Paella, Carroll, and Demontre Moore.
Right, a team of
None of
guys
them
that
finished the season.
right, none of them finished the season. It was like very like you would say hit and miss. It was all miss.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's one of, to me, the big things that differentiated the Cowboys from the Eagles this year in particular. And I understand what the Cowboys are trying to do. They're trying to build the draft. You want to develop and kind of hone your own players. You want to pay your own guys if you have to pay, as opposed to chasing a bigger name who's out there, but probably somewhere in his mid to late 20s and on his second contract or something like that. Because then you worry about having to either overpay or you're betting on a guy who's a little past his prime. Like if someone signed Dez, like if Dez was a free agent right now and someone signed him, they would not be getting the Dez that the reputation suggests. They would be getting a declined product, but that's not to say it's not still an effective product. But you get what I'm saying. It's not an ideal way to build a team most of the time. But if you have the correct talent evaluation, you can actually do something with that. And that's what we saw this year with the Eagles. A lot of free agent signings in the offseason, and they weren't afraid of trades either. I mean, they pick up guys like Jay Ajayi via trade. Who was another one of their trade guys? Was Alshon a trade? I think he was or no, he was a signing.
Mm.
So yeah, they sign guys like Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith. They trade for guys like Jay Ajayi. I mean, that's what you do. You build the foundation of your team, and then you kind of build it out from there with a handful of those higher paid guys that can help kind of put you over the edge. Right now, Dallas getting away with not having to pay Dak hardly anything, not having to pay Zeke hardly anything. Now is your prime window for competing if you're Dallas. I mean, look at Seattle for that model. Their team was at their best when Russell Wilson was still on a rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he suddenly is like the highest paid guy on the team, you start to see kind of their era of dominance wither. I think for Dallas, they're in that window, but they're not treating it like they're in that window. And so they need to be open to spending. You're saving the money on Dak so you can spend elsewhere. So go spend elsewhere.